So I'm gonna start over. Hi everybody, my name is Alba Butler. Do you want to share? Can you share my photo really quick? I'm gonna share with you my before and after really quick. So this is me. That was me in 2020, okay? And this is me just this morning. We went to the beach, we had a great time. So just know anything and everything is possible. But the thing is are you willing to do it? Not just day one, day two, day three, but actually taking on the mentality and the state of mind of day one every day, taking successful actions that produce I was gonna say a miracle, that produce results, right? That day one, the day one, we hi Anna, day one,
Hi.
hi, we're excited, we're all in, and then day two, day three, day four, day five, and day five, we're just like, I don't know about this. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I'm gonna eat a little bit of that. I'm gonna dip into a little bit of this, and then we just totally forget day one. How excited we were, the reason why we were gonna do it. Okay, next, please, babe. Thank you for helping me. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about wins right now, okay? So there have been some challengers that have been in the challenge, and then also some non-challengers on this call, right? Let's talk about your health results. So anything, it could be scale, non-scale wins, meaning your pants fit a little looser, you're able to do more push-ups, you're decreased in your time when running, like whatever it is for you, you can share. So I'll start. So let's see, 2 months ago, April. Yeah, in April, I started running again. And my 4 mile run, I was doing 11 minutes, okay? 11-minute miles. And just recently, I started doing 9:50. So I've been very consistent, very dedicated. So just being consistent with my runs, I'm dropping my pace. So I'm super excited for that. Can you stop share really quick for me? Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Alyssa, welcome to the call. So we're just going to talk about some wins. Who'd like to share a win from this past week? Any results, energy change, anything anybody can share. Don't be nervous. You can share your wins.
Well, I just started yesterday, but I could say that at first, like I was unmotivated to like work out because I was not seeing progression. But going there yesterday, it actually like motivated me to want to finish and get to my goal weight.
Oh, I love that. Let's go, girl. Yes. Okay, and iPhone, thank you for sharing, Shanitrius. And Adia said, surprisingly, she has more energy. Anybody else want to share their wins? Babe, would you want to share your win?
Oh.
Hi guys. Hi ladies. Awesome. I'm super excited. I just encourage everybody to be open and just ready to, have a transformation, right? It's just if you could just change one way of thinking, you can literally change your life. Okay, so guys, for two years I haven't been able to walk. I've been on a knee scooter for 2 years. I had two surgeries last year. I just recently been able to walk. And when I first got to Hawaii, there was this huge rock. Do you guys know where the rock is in Waimea Beach? A lot of people jump off of that rock. And I just remember like I'm always like I like that thrill. I like, doing things like that, but I couldn't. It took a lot of energy for me to crutch, on the sand to even get on the beach. More or less, I could not climb up the rock. But today I was able to do that, So with my wife by my side, just encouraging me and just, just being there for me throughout this entire time, I really been able to really find peace and healing and peace and resting and peace and just being myself, So I love you guys. And no matter where you're at in life, just know that we gotta see it in a way where it's gonna help us to become better. Love you.
Thank you, babe. Appreciate that. Anybody else want to share a win for this past week? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. I want to share my before and after picture real quick again for those that just logged in. So this is from 2020 till now. Guys, I want to give myself some props because I'm actually lowering my body fat. Okay? I'm used to being a thick muscular girl. Okay. And I'm fine with that. Not this on the left is not thick and muscular. This is just me thinking nachos is an actual meal with Velveeta cheese. Okay. Um, so this me on the right is me actually planning my meals, me doing my exercises daily. Okay. This is me being more responsible for what I put in my mouth. Okay. I eat more healthy consistently than I choose to snack on things, right? It's not perfection, it's consistency, it's learning, it's falling on my face, it's gaining the weight back, it's losing the weight. That's a journey for me. A lot of people are more consistent and are a lot more educated and are willing to take in the advice. But no, the point of me saying that is it doesn't matter where you're at and it doesn't matter how long. Don't ever lose that vision for yourself of where you can be and what you want for yourself and your body and your mind and your life. Don't ever lose that vision because it's going to happen as long as you keep going for it. So, I'm just going to share with you really quick that my name is Alba Butler. Been doing this for 14 years. I love what I do. I love that I've been able to transform my body and help other women and men transform theirs to create a healthier, active lifestyle. But this call right here is specifically going to be interactive. So I ask you to please show your face if you can, if you're in a safe area, to be able to share as well. And also, if you want to screenshot, but you might need a pen and paper as well. Okay, so today we're not just talking about the mindset, we're talking about the mindset that creates the results. Okay, you can have information, but unless you're putting that information to work daily, it just ain't gonna work. And it all starts with the day one energy. Okay, so how many of us were excited for day one? Right, put a one in the chat. Day one of the challenge, right? Day one, anything day one. You get a new job, you're excited. Day one, right? You start a new school, day one. You excited, you excited, you excited. You start a whole new program, you start something new, day one, you're excited, right? And the ability to hold that energy every single day through your thoughts and your choices and your habits. Okay? It's super important to be able to hold that idea, that vision for yourself day one every day through your habits and choices. Because you can create the energy that you had day one and day 75. Just saying. Been there, done it. You can. It's really possible. It's just about stepping into action. So let's go, Miss Latoya. Next one. So you can either like I said, screenshot this or write down the questions, whatever works for you, okay? So day one mindset, what does that even mean? It's just taking day one actions and repeating them day after day after day. The results you want come from a mindset, not just a plan. So you can have a plan, but unless you create the mindset that I'm going to do this no matter what, it's not going to get done. The only way to get things done is by actually taking the action. Day one energy is powerful. Your job is to repeat it daily. Ask yourself this question. What would happen if I showed up like it was day one for 21 days, these next 21 days, if you showed up like today is day one, right? Like I'm going to go for a run later. I really am because I didn't run. I did go swimming in the ocean, but my goal is to always put some sort of workout intentionally in so that I can check it off. What beliefs do I lose? So let's ask ourselves that. What would happen if I showed up like it was day one for 21 days? Who wants to share? It's okay. I could just spread them out here, unless that's just gonna be. I'll be excited. Latoya said she'd be excited. See you eating, Alyssa. Don't be scared, everybody.
Are you asking me what I'm eating,
No,
Michelle?
no, no. I said I see you eating.
Oh yeah, I'm eating chicken.
I'm hungry. So ask Alyssa that question. What would happen if you showed up like it was day one for 21 days? So
You
what would happen if your day one, right? The excitement, the vision, like you see yourself a certain way, right? At the end of the challenge. Like when you first start and you commit to something, you already see the end result in your head and you're excited and you make a plan and you're energized and you're like, I got this, I'm gonna do this, right? And you're telling everybody like this is what I'm doing. What would happen if you stuck that energy, that plan, that action that you put in that first day for the next 21 days?
you would definitely see results, and not only see results, but develop a habit and a healthier lifestyle. And you would continue that.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that answer.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Can you still see the screen?
Yes, you can. I can see that. Go ahead, Bree.
I was gonna say the same thing that she said. It's gonna continue past 21 days. You're gonna want to do it all the time. Like you're gonna turn it into a lifestyle, something that you practice every single day.
Yes. Your body will naturally start to seek for these actions when looking for a certain way of feeling. You catch me? We already automatically have emotions that run through us that will we will lean to certain actions. We will go towards certain actions. For me, it was I always loved to eat my emotions. How many of us have been there? We ate our emotions. We were happy, we were sad, we were anxious. We just ate our emotions, whatever it was. Like it was always a reason to overeat, right? With sticking with the 21 days, you will teach your mind and your body that we don't eat just to celebrate or because we're sad, but we take actions to create an emotion that only can be created through success. And then all of a sudden, you just naturally will start taking those actions. Okay. So, what beliefs do this is what I want you to ask yourself. What beliefs do I lose after the hype fades? What beliefs do I lose after the hype fades? So, what three beliefs or emotions did you have on day one that after day 5 you lose the belief? After day 6 you've lost the belief. After day 10 you're like you don't even remember, like you're like, oh yeah, that thing, right? Day 21 you're like, I'm not taking no pictures, this ain't happening, I didn't do nothing, right? Like what belief? So I'll start. Beliefs that I lose, because guys, you guys don't even know how many times I've restarted. Okay, I've restarted. I've pressed the reset button. I push the reset button at least every other day, if not just once a day. Okay, at least maybe 2 times in one day. So 3 beliefs or emotions that I've had since day one that I lose a lot of is that I'm gonna be consistent. that I can do it and I could do it every day. I'm gonna freaking kill it. Like I'm just gonna do this plan every single day. Another belief that goes on and off for me is remember I've been doing this for 14 days, for 14 years, okay? Um, that I'm capable of change, that I can do something better, that I can do something greater for myself. And also the belief in myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's great for them, but that's not for me. I could never do that. This is one thing. You can never be like anybody else. But if you see something that somebody else has, they have a healthy body, they have a fit body, they have a happy life, you can create that in your life, but it can't be the same. That makes sense? You can have a happy life, you can have a healthy body, and you can have a fit body. It just won't look like theirs. So if you ever get that feeling, know that you can have that, but you cannot have theirs. It just will never look like that. So who write that down? Okay, you don't have to share, but is there anybody that wants to share? And I'm gonna move through this rather swiftly and quickly just because we want to end at 4:30. Um, anybody want to share one belief that so far in the challenge you just kind of you've let go? You can do it. We believe in you guys. Have courage.
I have a belief. I would say like the motivation, right? Because day one, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get these gains. My back's gonna be unbig. I'm gonna look sexy. Yeah. And then life happens, and then you get tired. You've been at work all day, and you get off, and you're like, man, I don't feel like working out today, or I don't feel like eating right today. And then the next day happens, and you're like, that energy is carrying over, and you're like, in your head, you're like, I gotta work out. I gotta get back to it. But life just happens and you're not able to get that motivation back. So it's just, that's for me.
Yes. Thank you. May I tap into that response?
Yes.
Okay, so take what if, okay? What if instead of tapping into the emotional part of it, the excitement, the hype, the excitement we create through these expectations of what's going to happen in the next day and the next day and the next day, and instead we took on the idea of just today. Just today I'm going to put that workout in. Just today I'm going to have my shakes. Just today, I'm going to eat my snacks like I said I would, and I'm going to stick to it. And just today, I'm going to choose to eat healthier. Just today. Just today. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I ain't going to worry about the next day. Right? You detach yourself from the emotions of the excitement of what could happen if we did it day after day after day. Right? Because all it is a day one. Day one mentality. This is it right here. I'm focused on this right here, what I'm doing today. So let's say you do get off of work. I do see your hand, Jessica. Let's say you do get off of work and you're tired. That day one mentality, that day one mindset, today's day one, what would you do, Bree?
If today is day one and I got off work tired, I'm gonna push through because I'm dedicated to what I want for myself. So I'm gonna push through and work out. It's gonna suck starting, but once I get into it, it'll be fine.
Yeah. And don't even think about being fine. Don't have the expectation that you're gonna feel great afterwards. You might feel super tired after your workout, even more exhausted. But the thing is on day 21, you're going to be able to look back and say, dang, I did that. I did that. And that's where the confidence comes from. And believe it or not, that's what makes results is confidence. Confidence comes from doing things that we don't want to do. Believing in ourselves in a space where no one believes in us and we don't even believe in ourselves. It's the compound effect of doing it over and over and over. Yes, Jessica, I want to hear you.
Yeah, so I was watching actually I was reading an article in Men's Health. There was an interview with Method Man, and he was saying that at one point he was going through kind of a depressive time. Things were kind of low. And he was not sleeping very well, so he would wake up like 3, 4 in the morning. And at first, it would be waking up and going to the fridge, eating some unhealthy snack or whatever. But then he decided, okay, I need to do something more productive with this time. So I'm gonna start going to the gym. And he was like, well, I would go and, there'd be a couple of days where I'd get in a really good workout, just kill it. But then there were days where I wouldn't feel like it, but, he would tell himself that he still needed to go. And, some days he would literally like sit in the parking lot and just like be outside the gym, but he showed up at the gym. And like that resonated with me because there are days where I literally like it takes every bit of me to get to the workout, you know what I mean? Or to the gym. And some days I know I'm not putting in 100%, but it's that showing up consistently in that repetitive motion and creating those habits. Like for me, and I think that's what you're getting at with the day one mindset, because like on day one, yeah, I'm ready to kill it. But on day 20 or 21, I'm still ready to kill it, but I might not kill it to the same degree that I killed it on day one, but I'm still showing up. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that because that really helped me.
Yeah, I love that. Day one, it's just about action. That's it. Thank you, Jessica. That was super powerful. Day one's just about action. That's it. We tie so much emotion to the way things need to be and how we're supposed to feel and how we're supposed to like be. And we have this whole expectation, right? And if you're someone who has an expectation and you dominate and you make it happen, good for you, right? We need you. We need you to speak up. We need you to share. We need to know your mindset. We need to know like what is it that drives you? What makes, because there's not a lot of people like that, but that doesn't mean that we cannot develop that kind of way of thinking. Whatever you give your brain to focus on, your brain will, it's like it obsesses over it. But it's really, so if you give your brain just the day one plan, you tell yourself day one, we gonna do this just today. And then you look at that same piece of paper and you say, day one, we're gonna do this again today. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you have like a 5 minute stretching session for yourself. You got in action. You did something for yourself. It doesn't even water. I don't want to bend on water, okay? Because water is so important for your body. Like that's something that is non-negotiable for me. I'm like, you got to drink your water. There is no excuse why you shouldn't be drinking water. It's free, it's accessible everywhere. And you can it's you can drink it. It's like just drink your water, please, if anything. And your food, I know sometimes we don't plan ahead, and planning and meal prepping takes time to learn how to do, but once you get it, you get it. Um, so just know, keep being prepared, keeping extra snacks on hand, just um just keeping healthy snacks on hand, making sure that you have your dinners planned, making sure that you know the best options. Like even if you go out to eat, right? I'm going off track. But even if you go out to eat at a fast food, then definitely pick something that's healthier. Chicken sandwich minus one bun. Don't put the mayonnaise. Like just little things like that help with progress in your results. Go ahead, Brianna.
Sorry, I know y'all probably tired of me, but so you know how you said it's the little things, it's like far as doing a 5 minute stretch. And when I think about it more, doing that 5 minute stretch to me is not enough. Like my goal is to lose weight and lose body fat, but just doing a 5 minute stretch. Yes, I showed up, but that's reality for me. That's not enough. Like I need to do more. So then when I'm not doing that, it's kind of like, dang, all right, you got to go harder.
Yeah. And so when you start with the 5 minute stretch, you'll probably end up doing a 30-minute workout. But if you give yourself the grace, like, I'm just going to do this 5 minute stretch, that's it. I'm just going to move my body for 5 minutes. You probably will end up doing the 30-minute workout. You know, and yes, you're right. Like I said, a lot of people don't have that mentality, like go, go, go. Some people really just don't they're they're going through a devastating time in life and everything's just heavy and it's hard. It's challenging to even pick up their pinky. It's like it's that challenging for some people, you know, and for me, them getting in a 5 minute stretch is progress. That's it for me. Like I applaud someone who who just, you know, because I get to talk to a lot of people and I get to work with a lot of people. And what happens behind closed doors gets exposed to me a lot. And when somebody who is just in the dark, I mean, like they can't see past today, they can't see past the next minute because all they're doing is working through the next breakdown that they're having in their head, tells me, guess what? I drank my half a gallon today. I am super excited. Why? Because I get to celebrate them celebrating themselves. Does that make sense? Like I get to celebrate them acknowledging themselves in a powerful way. Like for them, that is something that was never even thought of because they could never think of themselves. So I really I love all the mindsets on here. And my point is that day one is taking those actions and doing them daily. That's all it is one day repeated every single day. That's it. So if you were to put work out, drink water, eat healthy, read, and write, you could do that however you wanted. But the point is that those are actions you would take every day. It's giving your brain a plan to work every day because your brain is already going to do nothing or do something that is harmful towards you if you don't give it a plan. I've never met someone who is broke, overweight, and depressed have a plan. All the people that I've met that are successful, healthy, active have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. But the thing is actually taking that plan and taking action. Like I said, I'm not putting it on a scale that this is the best plan ever. I'm just saying to your degree of your effort, whatever that is, right? As your coach, I will come in and be like, girl, no, we ain't doing this. Like you've done this enough. We're gonna push it. Or I'm gonna be like, congratulations. Like that's a great step forward, you know, and it's about not comparing, you know, somebody who is there are just some people who freaking demolish. Like they will whether they're being drugged through the mud, they just have that mindset. Like they don't care. They don't care to stop and rest. And there are some people who just need a minute. They just need a minute and they need someone to believe in them. And that's it. But for me, it's just about whatever whatever it is you need, right? And that day one for you is whatever it is for you. Okay? Whatever it is. Day one, action plan and doing what it is that you said you wanted to do. So here's the thing. I would recommend writing down at least one, because we're running out of time. I can't really go into the next one. You can stop it, babe. Um, so this is what I recommend, okay? Is you got to take action, okay? So write down 3 daily actions that are small and simple, but repeatable. Small and simple and repeatable, meaning drinking your water, I'm going to the stretching because that to me is a very simple thing that anybody can do. But if you want to kill it for an hour at the gym, go for it. If you want to go run 4 miles every day, go for it. If you want to push yourself to the limit and you said by the end of 21 days, I'm going to run a pace of 7 minutes, like whatever it is for you, whatever that is, right? 3 simple actions. That's all it takes. We're learning habits. We're learning consistency. We're learning how to build confidence in ourselves. And this is something what I want you to think about. What would it look like to give day one effort to these actions for 21 days straight? Ask yourself that question daily. If I gave these 3 actions every single day, what would my life look like after 21 days? So what's something that I would avoid is saying no. No, I can't have candy. No, I can't have cake. No, I can't have soda. Instead, put I will eat fruit. I will eat more fruit in my day when I have a craving for candy. I will drink a seltzer water when I feel like I want to have a soda. I will eat half of the portion of the food that I typically eat because you know how I started? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Mexican. I love my chips and salsa before I eat, and I love my sweet bread with my sugar coffee. Okay. And in between, I love my refried everything. That's just what I like. And I like that still. I still like that kind of food. But because I have an intention and I have a day one plan, I followed it and I follow it still. Do I fall off sometimes? Yes, but then I go back to my day one and I'm like, okay, this is what works for me and this is what I need to implement again. Like it's just about going back to the day one plan. That's it. Because it works, okay? Um, so like I said, 3 daily actions that are small, simple, and repeatable. Are you guys writing this down? Don't forget this, okay? 3 simple actions that are small, simple, and repeatable. It could be drinking your water. It could be having 1 fruit a day. It could be stretching for 5 minutes, walking for 10. It could be writing beautiful affirmations for yourself, writing a gratitude list daily. It could be sending just something that is going to help you improve your mindset, your body, your health. 3 daily actions. And you're going to ask yourself, what would it look like to give day one effort to these actions for 21 days straight? And put it somewhere where you can see that daily. And then I want you to put those actions right next to, write it underneath, write your actions, and then ask yourself that question. Okay. And you got to set a daily non-negotiable. One thing you do no matter how you feel. I'm telling you, drinking water is free, it's everywhere, and people won't do it. Make that your non-negotiable, if anything. And the thing that I need you to focus on is not the negative voices that you hear, but what exactly are you telling yourself? The sentences, the phrases, the beliefs every time, because before you go to bed, it's going to be there. I'm telling you. You say this is going to be my non-negotiable for the day, every day, daily. When you go to bed, it's going to come to you and you're going to be like, dang, I didn't do it. And then your brain's going to go off. I need you to hear that. But if you do, I'll tell you, your confidence will be boosted. You will go to bed so proud of yourself. I don't know why the brain works like that. I really don't. I don't know. It's the little things. I'm telling you, it's the little things that people don't see. It's the little things that matter. It's the little small things. It's not the big actions. I was with my wife today at the beach and she looked at somebody and they were buff, right? They were just standing there and they were just like chiseled. And she goes, "It's crazy how you could see a compound effect in someone's body. Like someone that you see that is chiseled, that is thin, whatever you see that you admire, right? It didn't happen overnight. Someone who looks, I'm just going to look for this example, fit, right? Chiseled meaning they have abs, they have arms, you could see the muscles in their body. That took time. They had to learn how to eat. They had to learn how to drink water. They had to learn how to do the workouts. They had to learn specifically the workouts to hit that muscle. Like these are things that happen over time, but if you can start with one non-negotiable, but 3 habits that you will focus on daily, you can learn how to do big things that challenge you. You can learn to take on things that are challenging you at this moment. Because it's not about, it is about the end result, but the end result happens with day one. Do you get what I'm saying? Who needs clarity? Anybody a little confused on what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. So if you have a question, you can call me, but definitely know, so here's the quote for you before I pass it over to you, Brianna. So success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do daily, even when the hype wears off. Emotions have nothing to do with success. Okay, I think sometimes we confuse being challenged with thinking that we can't do it, the uncomfortable feeling, right? There are times in our body that our body will tell us, hey girl, like you need to slow down. Slow down doesn't mean quit. Slow down means slow down. Okay? Slow down may mean take a second, breathe, but don't make it a week. Okay? If you're going to do a week, plan it out. I'm going to plan for this week for me to do whatever the heck I want. Even then, I wouldn't plan that, but I'm going to do this week. That way you have control of your mind and your body and what you do, not your emotions. Okay, so that's the thing we're going to leave with. 3 daily actions. Okay, you're going to ask yourself, what if I did this every day for 21 days? What would happen? And then 1 non-negotiable. Okay. All righty. Brianna, I want to hear you. What'd you have to say?
It actually wasn't me this time. It was Christina.
Oh, go ahead, Christina.
Hi.
Hi.
So I was just listening to like what you said, like the fail and the plan. And for me, it's like when I set out a plan and I keep making it, I don't want to say fail, but in retrospect, it's a fail. Because when you're looking at your plan and you're going amongst it and it's still not working to how you think it's gonna, that you want it to come. And then you feel like you failed and then you try to revamp it. But what do you do in that state? Because it's not like I'm stepping back, I'm trying to change up, but I still feel like a failure and I still have a plan. So how do you regroup and replan for that so that way it's no failure in here?
Okay. So from what I understand, you're asking, you make a plan and you don't stick to it. And in your head, you count it as a failure. Is that right?
No, I have a plan. Like let's just say it's a gym routine, a gym plan. I'm gonna go 3 days a week. And let's just say I'm gonna stick to 21 days. I'm gonna go 3 days a week, every week, 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, 30 minutes with a workout, then 10-minute cool down stretch. And my plan is to, of course, I'm watching my meals and portions and so forth. In this 21 days, I'm hoping to lose 5 to 7 pounds. So I'm sticking to my plan. I'm doing everything. And when that 21 day comes and I weigh in and I still haven't lost, or the scale is not, I haven't lost at minimum 5 pounds. I'm more so gained. And I'm not trying to do muscle gain. So I'm still doing like light weights and calisthenics and stuff like that. So then mentally you feel like a failure because you didn't meet that goal that you planned out for. And you've done your meal planning. You went to the gym consistently, how do you not feel like a failure, but revamp and still move forward?
Okay. So I understand what you're saying now. You commit to a plan, you do the plan, but
Mhm.
you didn't get the results that you were expecting. So it feels like,
Right.
right. So it,
Hmm.
it feels like a failure. I think that's
Hmm.
the first part. It feels like a failure. You're not a failure.
Okay.
It's okay to feel like you failed, but you're not a failure. You get me?
Yeah,
So just gonna share
that's fair.
my own experience. When I first started, I lost 40 pounds. And then in 2020, I gained it all back. Okay. And I think I was actually a little bit heavier than when I first started. I started doing my plan. I literally would call my wife, like, because I remember I started with doing step ups, like the step up, the
The step classes.
yeah. I started with that at my house because we were locked up.
Mhm.
Um, but I remember calling her and telling her like, I feel like a fat pig because I can't even jump up on this dang board.
Right.
Can't get up. I can't get up. And I don't remember gaining results that first time, that
Yeah.
first 30 days, right? The second 30 days. But the mentality that I had was, I'm gonna do this until I get this done. Because it wasn't about, for me, it wasn't about I
Numbers.
I had to let go of the idea of looking a certain way at a certain time.
Okay.
I had to lock into, this is about me and my health and my mindset. This is what this is about. This is about me. And I actually started, because I got out of that mindset of that physical look, right? Because I had
Mhm.
lost the weight. So the first time I did it, it was never about wanting to lose weight or get sexy or anything like that. I just wanted to feel good. I felt so lost. I felt so like in a dark space. I was like, I want to feel good. And and the second time it was like I was embarrassed because I'd gained the weight back. And I'm over here a health coach. Like, what the heck, girl? Like, talk about feeling like a failure. And I said, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only girl out there going through this. I don't know who's waving at me. Um, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only girl out there doing this. You know what I did? I put on my sports bra, I put on my booty workout shorts, and I posted that on Instagram because I wanted my girls to see that it wasn't about a physical thing and it wasn't about looking beautiful and it wasn't about this number on the scale. It was about taking the action to get it done no matter what. That was it. And so, what I would recommend is that you hold yourself accountable with your friend Bree there and with us here, and that you just keep stepping back into a this community that reminds you like we're gonna get this done no matter what. Because
Okay.
I it it's like I gained 40 pounds, dang, in a year. I can't expect to lose 40 pounds in a month.
Right.
The 5 to 10 pounds that you were talking about, very possible, yes,
Mhm.
but the patience that you have for yourself is what really matters. Okay.
Okay.
It's the decision to do it until it is done. And it's about
Okay.
enjoying the journey, about loving yourself, about encouraging yourself. But I'm gonna see, do you have anything to share on that? Yes. So my wife is gonna share on that because I think that's a very important question for a lot of people here, guys. Sorry, we're going over. If you need to jump off, I get it. Thank you for your time.
Okay. So I really love this. Thank you so much, Alba. I believe what she's really trying to help us understand is your daily routine,
Mhm.
like your action steps. Like I drove to the gym. I was almost in the gym the next day. I drove in the gym and I went to the bathroom and took a picture and posted it that I was in the gym. Day 3, I actually started working out. Day 4, I had a good workout.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just like the routine. It's creating a neurotransmitter in your mind that strengthens as you keep going. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the gym. I'm just gonna stretch.
Yeah.
We know we need what we need to do, right? What helped me, honestly, and I'm gonna just share what I learned because I wasn't able to work out for 2 years because I was on a knee scooter and I had surgery on both of my feet. I saw myself as a strong woman. I could lift 160 pounds. Like I was connected to what I can do and not who I am.
Mhm.
I cared more about how I looked than my character. My character. You my word to myself means more than how I look now. Okay? Because like I had to look a certain way. I had to be able to run 9 minutes in a mile. Like I had to, or else. Like, who am I? And I feel like as society, we've been trained to be very hard on ourselves if we don't show up 100% every single day. And I know there's a male on one of these screens right here, but as females, not every day looks the same. Okay, we know that. There's a week before our period, there's our period, and then there's a week after our period. Okay. And so we are different versions of ourselves every single day of the month. Okay. And so we don't ever give ourselves grace like, hey, this month, this time of the month right now, I can't go as hard as I normally do. And that's okay, Latoya. Like I'm gonna stretch. Oh my gosh, I have to tell myself, girl, please, it's okay, it's okay. Like we're just gonna stretch. Yeah, I know you're beast mode. I know you go hard, but right now we're stretching, okay? It's like no, I'm a beast, right? I go hard. I'm not even sweating. What was that even for? But I had to give myself grace. And we're sharing with you what we've learned these past 15 years because I was a go hard or go home. Like, that's it. Your first or your last. That's how I saw things. And it's still in there. Believe me, that it's still in there. But it's like, you know what? I'm creating a pattern in my mind that's daily. I go to the gym this time. I eat at this time. I do my affirmations at this time. I spend time with my wife at this time. I spend time with my kids at this time. I go to work at this time. It's like boom. So I'm creating this habit, this routine. And not every day you look the same. Not every day. Every day is not like your best, but you just do the best with what you have that
Mhm.
day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
19-year-old Latoya mom did her best being a mom. But my best right now as a mom looks a lot different. I'm 8 years sober, 9 years sober this month. No
Yeah.
drugs, no alcohol. Do you know what I mean? But not
Yeah.
19-year-old Latoya did her best. Like wherever you're at in life right now, just give yourself grace. And why my wife is telling you about your day one is because we're trying to help you to create a habit, a routine of grace. Because if you just throw yourself like under the bus, like I didn't do nothing and I'm worthless, how are you going to get up tomorrow and do it again?
Mm.
When you just beat yourself up because you didn't give 100% to your way of seeing. It's okay. So thank you so much, Alba. This is a great call.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
babe.
you.
Okay, I really want to go back to Christina, okay? I thought about it. Okay. So you're saying at the end of the 21 days, for example, you don't get the result that you're looking for, right?
Right.
So what happens if you quit right there?
Um, I still don't get the results that I want.
So we got to
So I'm
pick.
still in the same place.
Oh my God, don't say that.
It's-
Don't do that. I hate that.
No, but
My
no,
wife
but
would
the
always
reality
say that. She'd
is
be like,
like
if you're not first, you last. Come on. Oh my God, get out of here with that. I'm
I
not
mean
trying to be nurturing and loving. I'm like, we're all winners. We got you. Like, you're not first, you
I
last.
mean, because when you think about it, if I'm not like when I get to that 21 day, and I'm guilty of it, right? I'm not saying that I'm practicing that now or moving forward in this, like as I go through this process with y'all. I'm not saying that if I get at that 21 day that I'm just gonna be like done, right? But I'm acknowledging that when I did do it prior, I got to that 21 day and I still didn't see any difference. I actually gained weight, but in retrospect, it was muscle. I just stopped and I still just was in the same place, you know. So I know now that I just need to keep going, you know, go a little bit more. Maybe don't do the heavy weights, revert to some of the light weights, or just do the calisthenics or my body weight. Just change the routine a little bit more.
She ain't quitting, y'all.
No, no. So here's something that's coming to my heart, okay? If if you're whoever, if you're that harsh with yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That to me is harsh talking when you say if you're not first, you're last. It's like
Mm-hmm.
everything that I did in between didn't matter.
Yeah.
The effort that I put in between doesn't count. I want you to
Yeah.
think about day one, Christina. And what would
Okay.
what would you tell her? Would you tell her, dang girl, you weren't first? You suck. Oh, right? You that it's the way that we think of ourselves, right? We got to start from the
Right.
beginning of the journey, from the moment that you said, like, I want a life change. Maybe it wasn't with us, but maybe it was just one day you woke up and you're like, something has to change, and you started searching and you started wanting and you started urging for something better. That day, that's where day one started.
Right.
It's up here. So at the end of these 21 days, and this is for everybody, and I do want us to take this on, whether you're proud of yourself or you're not, I want you to think about what you would tell your day one on the day one girl, the day one guy. What would you say? Would you say, dang, girl, you should have never done this? Dang, like you suck, like you didn't do anything. I would recommend being patient and graceful with yourself and say, hey, like, good job. But here's something
Yeah.
we can work on. Hey, I appreciate you showing up, but
That's all right.
you know what you did. Like I'm talking to myself, right? You know what you did and what you didn't do. So let's get this together. Let's get it going. Like this is hi babies. So
You say
just
hi?
just knowing like you have a choice to pivot. That you can always pick up where you're at and you can pivot. If in the middle of this challenge it's not working for you to eat that snack you can always pivot. If you don't feel like this kind of workout is just not working for my body, then get into action with something else. But it doesn't have to be weights, guys. It doesn't have to be running. Yoga is an actual workout.
It is.
Yoga, Pilates, I don't know.
Mhm.
There's all sorts of like dance workouts, like whatever works for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Like it's about so and then I'm gonna end this, okay? So here's the thing. You got to create a routine that you fall in love with. Don't look at me. Don't look at anybody left or right. Create a routine that you love, that you're gonna wake up to and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm going to do this because I know it makes me feel better and I like doing it. I don't want to go and run all the time, but I love running so much that I'll go do it. Does that make sense? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to go run those 4 miles. I just don't want to sometimes, but I love the being outside, the freaking when I'm in it, I'm like, let's go harder. Like those are the things that you need to find out for yourself. And nobody can define that for you. Nobody can. You just gotta, if you quit, you'll never know.
Right.
But let's take a picture really quick. Thank you for sharing, everybody. I love you. Oh, and Liz, did you want to share? Sorry. We were just going off.
I'll just share really, really quick. When I started in December, I hated myself. My partner, like, he never like complimented me, none of that. And I showed up, and I needed to look for that value, that with that confirmation from myself. And that first 21 days, I felt like I did nothing. Like, I think I lost a few pounds, and then I joined the January and February challenge, and I gained some weight, and I felt so ugly. And I kept showing up for myself. So even though I was not doing good, I was still eating a lot, or I was missing my shakes. I kept showing up for myself. And then one day I went on a boat trip with some girls, and they're all skinny, and I'm not like skinny, especially not during this time. It was like February, I think February timeframe. We were taking pictures. It was my turn to take my pictures, and I could hear this guy whispering to his wife, "Suck it in, suck it in." And he was talking about me, and like, it took everything for me not to cry. And that's when I realized, I was like, dang, like, I really care what other people think. I'm still searching for other people's opinions of me. And that's when I was like, you know what? I gotta show up for me. This is not even about the fact that, you know, they said something about me. This is like, they just confirmed what I already felt about myself. So I needed to show up for me at the end of the day, because I knew that the results that I wanted, it wasn't going to happen all in the 21 days. I wanted to lose 20 to 30 pounds. I knew it wasn't going to happen in 21 days. And I think that's what was intimidating. Don't let the end goal intimidate you. You need to show up for you, even when you see nobody in your corner. Even when you don't feel loved by somebody else, you have to love yourself. So at the end of the day, stop looking at the scale so much. When I stopped looking at the scale and I kept showing up, that's when the numbers started to change. And I actually just met my goal this past Thursday. So that was me showing up for myself. I lost 22 pounds, and I'm making a new goal now, because
We're
I'm still
proud
going to show up for myself.
of you. Good job. I'm proud of you, Liz. I'm gonna ask you to do a mindset call one day. Cool? That was good. You good, girl. Got me hyped up over here. I like that. Anytime I feel uncomfortable about something that somebody says, I gotta check in with myself to see if it's what boundary that's touching, or what have I been telling myself that it's affecting inside. So I love you guys. Let's take a picture. Everybody turn on your camera. Chelsea. Hi, Jen. I love you, Jen. Chelsea, Kendi. All right. We ready? Chelsea, where you at, girl? Red lights, Chelsea. What's going on? Just kidding. Okay. You ready? Kendi, can you show your face? She can. 1, 2, 3. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. Have a good night. Share in the chat for me what you got from the call, please. Yes. Bye, everybody.